you've given ChatGPT the act as command, you've given it all the relevant context and data points that it needs for your specific business background information. And now there's a second big pillar, which you can basically look at the act as identity as like the main objective for this conversation. And then you have two big pillars. The first big pillar would be the context information that we just given it. The second pillar is style and tone. And so whenever you want to write an ad or a page or anything, and you have some inspiration, like it's very important that you, when you craft your ads, or I mean, designers do this pretty well. Designers look for inspiration all day. They scroll around on Behance, on Pinterest, on all these visual social media platforms to scout for really, really good inspiration to kind of model with their new next creation. And when you see a mail, a really well-written ad, a really well-written page, or a really well-done something, you can take that as format, style, tone briefing. And the amazing thing is that if you teach it correctly, then it does not at all confuse the AI with the actual input of it. It just takes the format. So for example, if I have an e-commerce brand with all the new information and I want to launch that new product, and I have other e-commerce brands where I really, really like the way their pages or their ads are written, but they obviously have completely different products, potentially even completely different industries, then I can still take that style and tone and use it to infuse the new creation for my specific context. But the output is going to look and feel in the way how these other brands feel. Doesn't that make sense? It's very similar how we used to, for example, when running Facebook ads. Once you have a really good working ad, you basically work on that foundation and continue working and duplicating what already works and just changing it up. There was this common joke among marketers that what marketers really do is they push the duplicate button, because once you have a solid foundation, you can just duplicate it over and over again. Just like every text, every email, every landing page, everything that you generate can be used for further future input briefing, which is just amazing. This means that if you are, and this is actually a case that we have right now, we want to become like really good with our organic posts and have really viral posts on Twitter, on LinkedIn. And right now, I've not posted anything ever on LinkedIn or on Twitter. But in the future, once we get our first post and we are going to get maybe some likes on some posts and some might get some traction, and on some posts we might get like really good feedback. Just like some ads are better than others. Some emails have higher click rates, higher open rates. And you can always, like a learning phase of the ad algorithm that looks what is working, and it does more of what is working and does less of what is not working. And so over time, you can optimize your style by feeding it more and more of the existing working stuff that is already working good, and to resemble that style and tone format of what is working good to produce more content that is similar to that. Of course, you don't need to have existing content to do that style tone briefing. You could just explain it, try to give examples, write your own examples. But yeah, having longer existing examples is always the best here. And this concludes the third puzzle piece of this process of creating a really, really good briefing template.